Well, Elon Musk's Tesla Motors has just released the new details on its newest project. And no, it's not about the SpaceX mission. We refer to him as the SpaceX guy, right?
Of course. This is actually much more practical for you and me, right? The company says they want to change the way you power your home. Musk announced Tesla will start taking orders for its solar roof and panels. He first announced the project in late 2016, promising a sleek, contemporary look and similar cost to a standard roof. Many didn't think he could do it, but joining us now from the CNET studio in New York is section editor Dan Ackerman. And I think it's interesting, the pricing of this came in much more affordable than people have been talking about.
Oh, that's true. They say it should cost about $22 a square foot to do your roof, but keep in mind that's an average because you're mixing powered solar tiles and passive tiles that are basically just glass tiles and look the same, and you have to set your mix depending on how much power you need and what your local zoning laws are. So you're going to have half passive and some percentage of powered tiles, which are much more expensive, and they average out to about $22 a foot.
This really, in my mind, sets into motion, I think, Elon Musk's entire plan, right, of changing how we all live by having the solar-powered roof tiles, and you have batteries and cars that are all, you know, I don't know, we're like living in the future already. What does the price mean for consumers? Is this really more bang for your buck type of deal here, or not?
Well, compared to an average roof, you could spend a lot less on regular standard roofing tile, no doubt. You could also spend a lot more if you're doing super fancy tile. This comes in right around the middle. You have to keep in mind with the standard roof, you're also paying to remove the old roof and for the installation. At least with this Tesla product, that's all included.
So explain to me, you've got the solar roof. Tesla's also offering panels, and it's something called a power wall. What can you tell us about that?
That's the battery that stores the power so you don't use it right away. So if you want to use the power that you're collecting at night or when it's cloudy, you need this extra power wall battery inside your house somewhere. That's like an extra $7,000 on top of it, but it seems like the kind of thing you'd want to have if you were really invested in solar power.
So walk us through the solar investment tax credit that's applicable to this. Does this make it a viable option for Americans now?
This is one of the things that really makes it attractive to people, the fact that you can take 30% of your investment as a tax deduction, and you have to have, of course, a tax liability for the year that covers that much, but I think you can actually take some of that and pass it forward to future years if you don't, and that's one of those really nice investments that caused a lot of people to invest in solar of various kinds over the last few years.
So Tesla's made a big point about saying the environmental and the economic benefits of this new product, but what are the cons on this one?
You know, you have to commit to this particular technology. You can only get it from one vendor. They have a couple of different panel, solar tiles, and you can pick one that fits your house style, but you have to like one of those styles. And of course, it's a very big, hefty initial investment.
Yeah, it sure is.
So before we let you go here, Dan, while we're awaiting Tesla's Model 3, Elon Musk announced they will be bringing an SUV to the market by 2020. What do we know about that? Because I'm very interested.
Yeah, that's apparently the Type Y, and they've been talking that for a while. The news about it recently is apparently it's going to take till probably at least 2020 because they're not building it on the same platform as that Model 3, which means they don't share the same infrastructure and parts. It's a new, more efficient platform, but that also means you might be waiting a little bit longer for it.
And can you confirm that it can fit a stroller and groceries in the trunk, Dan?
We can only hope.
CNET section editor Dan Ackerman, thank you so much for the time.
Thank you.